Good morning, 7th grade. This is Friday, April the 3rd. This is your language lesson. We will look at a few of the answers on Lesson 11. Lesson 11 is due today. Lesson 12 is due on Monday. Basically, these lessons, the new part of the lesson has to do with reading well. Okay, and I already encourage you to read to your siblings, entertain your mom when she's in the kitchen, or whatever. So then the rest of the lessons are pretty much going to be review. Okay, so we're not going to talk about Lesson 12 much at all. Lesson 12 has to do with reviewing, I think, direct objects, indirect objects. So check that out and see how much you remember there. Follow the directions, do the lesson, do Lesson 12. You can ignore anything that has to do with the story. Okay, start on the odds and basically where the review starts and things like that. So you don't have to fill in your things with reading your story. Okay, so do what you can. Do Lesson 12, the indirect objects and things, spelling, and then we'll look over that on Monday when we do it. So Lesson 11 had to do with predicate nominatives, predicate adjectives. It's review. You've done all of this, so let's just look at a couple things in this lesson to make sure that you are on the right track. Again, make sure the lesson is finished when you watch this video so that you can go over it and make corrections if you need to. All right? Predicate nominatives, predicate adjectives are words that come after a linking verb and go back and describe adjectives, describe the subject, or rename the subject. So number 5, the directions are underline. This is lesson 11, page 38, number 5. Underline the linking verb twice, the subject once. Circle the subject complement. Subject complement is the predicate nominative or predicate adjective. Okay, complement is a predicate nominative, predicate adjective. Direct objects, indirect objects are also complements. So circle the predicate nominative or predicate adjective and then in the blank, or if you did it on top, but that's what the blank is for, to put either PN or PA in. So number 5, what's the subject? Think about the subject. Remember that subjects cannot be in prepositional phrases. So of the oldest musical instruments, instruments cannot be the subject. You have the indefinite pronoun one. One should be underlined once. The verb is underlined twice. One is what? One is harp. Harp should be circled, and that's predicate nominative. Number 7, the abacus is an ancient calculated machine that uses columns of beads. Abacus is your subject, underline once, is twice. What is the abacus? It's a machine, just machine. Don't include those adjectives don't circle calculating or anything like that. It's just a machine. And that is also a predicate nominative. Let's look at the number 11 diagram, and then we will look at your spelling words and be done. Number 11. Should look like this. This gives you practice with predicate nominatives. Also gives you practice with dependent clauses. Look out of the way. Abacus is machine. Slanted line for predicate nominatives and predicate adjectives. Adjective, the abacus is an ancient calculating. Did you get calculating right? All right. Those, yes, I can't even think what they are. Participles. Verb forms that are used as adjectives. All right. Don't forget about those. Verb forms that are used as adjectives. Diagrammed in that way. You can see. And then you have the dependent clause. An adjective clause goes from machines. You should put your dotted lines on adjective clauses from the word it modifies to the subject. Okay, you don't have to count it wrong, but start doing that. Okay, that's the way it should be. So that it's the machine that uses columns of beads. That uses columns, direct object of beads. So just check that out, make corrections, make sure you know what that sentence should look like. That's number 11. All right, let's just go over the spelling words yet. See if you know what they mean. Then I will let you go. Page 41, number 27. The machinery and tools used by farmers, the equipment. Long period of dry weather, drought. Offspring of two different varieties or species is a hybrid. They do this with seeds. Okay, they cross seeds, different kinds of seeds to improve the plant in whatever way, make them grow in a different kind of soil better, make them resistant to certain kinds of weeds, things like that. Number 30 is fallow, land left that is unplanted for a growing season. So you rest your land and you leave it fallow. Legume, a plant that bears pods containing seeds, like your soybeans. That's number 31. 32, having to do with farming, is agriculture. 33. Mulch, material spread around plants. 34. Sorghum is a cereal grass that has stalks that look similar to corn. 35, a cultivating tool is a harrow. 36, substances used to improve the quality of a plant are chemicals. 37, the gradual wearing away by wind or running water. And that's talking about the ground especially. Erosion. Belonging to life in the country, number 38, rural. 39, suitable for growing crops that need plowing and tilling. So you get good ground, arable ground it's good for crops. 40, substances that are nourishing or nutrients. 41, next page, young cow that has not had a calf yet is a heifer. 42, protection from harm, decay, loss, conservation. 43, turkey farming, birds raised for their meat or eggs, poultry. 44, chemical used to kill a pest, pesticide. 45, the number of acres, a piece of land sold by the acreage. Number 46, chopped green plant, provide rich moist feed, silage. All right, lesson 12 have finished for Tuesday, direct objects, indirect objects. Have a good day.